First and foremost, I would say time, and in particular, clarity on the contributions they might have to make to GE Capital, because there are some unknowns. You know, they said they'd send $3 billion in cash to GE Capital in 2019. That changed to $3 billion at least. And, you know, over the past year, terms like at least have been, subjective terms with GE. I do, give some credence to the new CEO coming in and saying there is not a liquidity issue, it's a leverage ratio. And, the schedule of separations from healthcare to BHGE to the transportation business do represent meaningful sources of liquidity. Just need clarity on the SEC investigations and what the incremental hits to current GE Capital book value might ultimately be quantified as.
So, Chris, that's really the answer, is there's nothing he can say right now because there are too many unknowns, and until all of that surfaces, it's impossible to get your arms around what to expect?
It can only be staged.
In terms of,
there's not going to be one day of disclosure that's going to say, now we have clarity. It's going to be stages.
Let's talk about what the new CEO, Culp, has said. He said, at least right now, they're not planning any additional equity to be sold to investors. And he said that they could do a lot of things. They could sell different items, or they could do an initial public offering of the GE healthcare. What to you seems to make the most sense out of those potential solutions?
I'd say the thing from this morning that Larry talked about that was new to me was really opening up the idea of the separation of healthcare from being a 20% monetization to GE corporate and 80% split or spinoff to current shareholders, and indicating that that could be as much as 50% of the transaction value of separating healthcare going to GE corporate. And in the meantime, they have the bank lines that they have unfettered access to. So I think, some of these pending transactions sort of function as short-term collateral against potential usage of the bank lines. But I think the bank lines sit there more as an insurance policy than anything that they're going to, dip hard into.